Good morning, students. Welcome back after your vacations. So, now today the poem that I took is The Lake Isle of Innisfree. The word here ISLE, S is silent here, so we are going to pronounce it as Isle. Alright. So, students, as it is very rightly said that home is where the heart is, and I'm sure that you would have read this line that the home is where the heart is, right? So there are many times when we get bored, sick of congested cities, and the only company that we want is of birds. We want to come close to the nature, right? When just for example, if we are living in Delhi, that everybody knows that it is very congested cities, there is a lot of population there. Sometimes when we get bored of that city, we want to go to a place where we are close to nature, where there are only birds, no human beings, right? Many people prefer going to, in fact, vacations to beach, mountains, island, because these places are very isolated place. Isolated place मतलब यहाँ बहुत कम लोग आते हैं. So does the speaker of our poem that we are going to study today, that is The Lake Isle of Innisfree. So we are going to read about it to here. So what is Innisfree? Innisfree is a small island in the lake called Lough Gill in County Sligo. Okay, it is a place near the coast of Ireland. So now, see, we never forget the places where we had spent a lot of time as a child. Of course, जब भी हम कोई ऐसी जगह में गए होंगे where that place is very dear to us, we always want to go to that place. हम वो place कभी नहीं भूलते. So similarly, the same thing has happened with the poet of this poem, that he want to go to a place that is very dearly to him, because he has spent his childhood in the island and came to love this place dearly. When we recall our childhood days, we always long to go to those places where we used to stay, play, and live in a free and natural atmosphere. If I'm talking about village, I hope that most of you would have visited your village. So village is a place where you're not going to find congested area, right? You're not going to find a lot of population there. So many of you will prefer to go to village in your vacations. So let's recite the poem to understand what it is all about. And just let's read one stanza at a time so that we can understand it properly. So the first stanza goes like this. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree. Innisfree is a place, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. So now in this stanza, I'm going to explain you the meaning of it. So now what is the poet saying here? I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree. Arise, as you can see in the picture, when you get up and you want to go to some place. Okay, Innisfree is the place that I told you, it is an island. Okay, paraphrasing of first line, I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and the second line, the person will get up and go to Innisfree, is the explanation of first line. Okay, so now what is the first line telling you? That the person will get up and go to the Innisfree, and a small cabin built there. That means there will be a small house built near the lake on the island. Matlab, he's going to build a small cabin there so that he can live there, of clay and wattles made. That means he's going to make a house that is made of clay and wattles. मतलब वहाँ वो कोई ऐसा सीमेंट का हाउस बनाएगा, वो सिर्फ किससे बनाएगा? क्ले और wattles से बनाएगा. See, cabin, as you can see in the picture, clay and wattles made. या कोई लकड़ियों से या वो क्ले से बनाएगा, नॉट ऑफ सीमेंट. सो नाउ इससे क्या पता चलता है कि यूजुअली व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेनेवर वी वांट, वी आस्क एनीबडी कि आपको किस तरीके का घर चाहिए, तो व्हाट डू दे से? आई वांट अ बिग हाउस मेड ऑफ दिस एंड दैट. बट हियर, एज यू कैन सी, द पोएट इन दिस पोम, ही इज सेइंग दैट आई एम गोइंग टू मेक अ स्मॉल केबिन देयर दैट ऑल्सो विथ क्ले एंड वाटल्स मेड, मतलब उसको एकदम उसके जो हिज इंटरेस्ट इज नॉट वेरी लग्जरियस, एज यू कैन सी उसको बहुत सिंपल सा घर चाहिए टू लिव. Okay. 9 bean rows will I have there? So now what is he saying? First he said that I am going to go to a place called Innisfree. There I am going to make a house that is made of either clay or wattles, and then I am going to there are 9 rows of bean plants near the house. That means he's going to grow bean plants near his house, as you can see in this picture, bean row. Okay, so let's look into the new words that we came across this stanza. First is cabin, which you can see in the picture, clay and wattles, and then bean. Bean, here he's saying कि he's going to make 9 rows of bean there. That means क्योंकि he's saying I am going to go to a place in an island where there will be no people. तो it is obvious कि अगर एक प्लेस में आप जा रहे हो जहाँ कोई भी नहीं है, तो ऑब्वियसली आपको वहाँ कुछ लग्जरियस के, आपको नॉर्मल डेली चीज़ के लिए भी कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको वहाँ कोई सब्जी वाला नहीं मिलेगा. तो नाउ व्हाट हैज़ ही प्लान्ड? ही हैज़ ऑलरेडी प्लान्ड दैट आई एम गोइंग टू ग्रो वेजिटेबल्स नियर माई हाउस. ओके, नेक्स्ट लाइन. अ हाइव फॉर द हनी बी. A hive means a home for honeybees in the person's garden. Person, who is this person here? Our poet. So now he's saying कि और मैं क्या करूँगा वहाँ जाके? I am going to build a home for honeybees, because he was saying that I want to go to a place where I will be connected to nature. और nature में क्या होते हैं? Birds, bees and all these things. Instead of people, he want birds or animals there. And live alone in the bee-loud glade. Now what is he saying? He wants to live alone in a small house made up of what? Clay and wattles, which is located in an open area. Open area, why? Because he is saying that I want to go to an island जहाँ कोई नहीं होगा, तो obviously that is going to be an open area where he can only hear the sound of the bees buzzing. See, if you're going to imagine your life, अगर आप देखेंगे तो अगर जिस जगह में हम हैं, right, that is completely filled with people, a lot of vehicles. तो अगर हम मॉर्निंग में उठते भी हैं तो कि हमें क्या ये सिर्फ व्हीकल्स की हॉर्न्स की आवाज़ आती है, राइट? इंस्टेड नाउ व्हाट इज इज सेइंग, अगर वो हम किसी नेचर के पास जाएं या फिर अगर हम किसी खाली जगह में जाएं वेयर देयर आर ओनली इंसेक्ट्स और बर्ड्स, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? वी आर गोइंग टू हियर देयर साउंड्स, विच व्हाट हैपन्स दीज डेज दैट ये साउंड्स हमें सुनने में बहुत कम मिलती हैं. So that is the reason why you want to go to a place जहाँ वो bees की buzzing को सुन पाए. Hive होता है मधुमक्खी का छत्ता, and glade is an open place in a forest. So now as I have already told कि वो क्या चाहता है कि he want to build a home in a place which is very open and he is the only person there. So students, in this first stanza we can actually understand the poet's intention कि उसका intention क्या है. He says that he want to live alone there, right? He want to live alone in Innisfree. Coming to the next stanza, that is stanza number 2. Again, let's just read first. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the wheels of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnights all a glimmer and noon a purple glow, and evenings full of linnets' wings. I am sure there are few words which you might get confused, but in the next stanza I have explained it properly. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow. Now, what was the main reason for him to shift to a place called Innisfree? Because Innisfree is a place, island जहाँ कोई भी नहीं रहता है. तो that is the reason why. When do you want to have peace? अगर आप एक ऐसी जगह में जाना चाहते हो when there is nobody, that means you want to have peace. आपको शांति चाहिए from people. So that is the reason why do I want to go there? He's saying I want to go to that place because I want some peace. The person will have some peace in Innisfree. The person can feel the peacefulness relaxingly. मतलब वो वहाँ जाके पीस को आराम से रिलैक्सिंगली ही वांट टू फील इट. Dropping from the wheels of the morning. So the peacefulness starts when the morning is filled with mist. Like I told, imagine yourself you are in an island and you're surrounded by birds. What will happen in the morning? Your morning will be very beautiful. You're going to see the sunrise. You can hear the birds chirping, right? आपको वो birds की आवाज़ आएंगी तो आपकी मॉर्निंग ऑब्वियसली व्हेन ऑल दिस हैपन्स, जब आप सनराइज देख रहे हैं, जब आप नेचर के बहुत क्लोज हैं, आप बर्ड्स की चर्पिंग सुन रहे हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली योर मॉर्निंग इज गोइंग टू बी एज वंडरफुल एज यूर थिंकिंग. To where the cricket sings. Okay, if you have any doubt what is cricket, there are two meaning of cricket. One, cricket is the sport that you play, and second is here in this poem that we are talking about is about a insect. ठीक है, तो cricket एक insect होता है. तो now he is saying that the person can hear the crickets chirping in the morning. तो वो कहता है कि मैं वो crickets की आवाज़ सुनना चाहता हूँ morning में. See, cricket is a jumping insect that makes a sound by rubbing its front wings together. So he want to hear the sound of the cricket in the morning. Wheels is क्योंकि वो एक आइलैंड में जाना चाहता है, एंड यू नो आइलैंड इज सराउंडेड बाय वाटर, तो वहाँ वो जो पानी की झरनों की भी आवाज़ आती है. ही ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू फील दैट एंड ही वॉन्ट टू हियर दैट साउंड. There midnights all a glimmer. That means at midnight, what is midnight? After 12. The sky shines from the moonlight and the stars. The person can see a glimmer of light on the far shore. Now he's saying रात को क्या होता है? The moonlight and the sky shines from the moonlight and the stars. वो इतना शाइन करता है कि he can see the glimmer of light. मतलब उससे वो लाइट, वो थोड़ी बहुत रोशनी आती है, which he can see from far away. And noon a purple glow. That means the person can feel the peacefulness in the afternoon when the sun shines brightly. The shines from the sun looks purple. मतलब जो if you would have seen the अगर जो sun की जो किरणें होती है, तो now he is saying it looks purple there. An evening full of linnet's wing. What is linnet? Linnet again is a bird here. The person can also feel the peacefulness in the evening where he can hear the sounds of birds. So now in the morning also he said that I want to hear the sound of crickets. Now and then he said in the afternoon, okay, morning में उसने क्या कहा था? That he want to hear the sound of cricket. In the afternoon he's saying that I can see the sun shines and it looks purple. And then he's saying in the evening he want to hear the sound of a bird named as linnet. And then in the midnight he wants to see the moonlight and the stars glimmering. Linnet, like I told, it is a bird. Alright. Stanza 3. Again, in the first stanza, we have studied that he actually wants to live there alone, right? In the second stanza, we came to know about the poet that he is, very close to nature and he wants only birds and insects around him instead of any person. In the third stanza, let's read. I will arise and go now, for always night and day. I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. What does that mean? I will arise and go now for always night and day. That means the person will get up and go to the Innisfree. He will stay there for days and nights. That means now the person is going to get up और वो he wants to go always night and day. मतलब वो हमेशा के लिए want to live in that place, in Innisfree. He's not just talking about 1 month or 2 months. He wants to live there permanently. I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. What does that mean? The person hears the sound of the lake water lapping by the shore. What happens when we are very close to a place where we can see the lake water is lapping? मतलब जब पानी की झरनों की जब आवाज़ आती है, it is very, आजकल के टाइम में ये ज़्यादा सुनाई नहीं देती है. तो now he also wants to hear the lake water lapping. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey. So now he's saying wherever the person stands on the road in the city where he lives. So alright. So now वो सिर्फ he's just imagining these things that I want to go. वो गया नहीं है. Right now he's in the city, and because he's in the city, he don't want to live in the city, in a congested city where there are only people. He's away from the nature. That is the reason why he's saying कि मुझे Innisfree में जाना है. I hear it in the deep heart's core. So now what is he saying? The person will think strongly about Innisfree. He is thinking so much about Innisfree that he has imagined that I will go there. I am going to build a small cabin built of clay and wattles, and then I am also going to grow vegetables for me, and I am going to. He has also imagined that early in the morning he is going to see the sunrise, the cricket sound, and in the afternoon he can see when the sun rises, it looks like purple in the sky. फिर at the midnight he can see कि moonlight जब shine करती है and stars when it shines, the sky looks very beautiful. In the evening also he wants to hear the birds chirping. So he has already decided all these things and he's just thinking. मतलब उसका भी कोई confirm नहीं है वहाँ जाना. Okay. The subject of the poem is beautiful lake, Isle of Innisfree. So the main thing that we have studied in this poem is about the lake, that is the Isle of Innisfree. The place is a sanctuary where one can escape from the hustle and bustle of city life, as I've already discussed, and it is also very clear कि आप जब city life में रहते हो तो it is very much congested with people around. There are a lot of vehicles. Instead of hearing the nature's voice early in the morning, what do you hear? आपको सिर्फ vehicles की आवाज़ आती है. So that is the reason why he want to go to a place away from the city life. Okay, before we wind up the poem, let me tell you the theme of the poem. Obviously, it is clear that nature brings peace and harmony to man. Obviously, whenever we are connected with nature, when we see greenery all around, what happens? It gives us a lot of peace. Whenever we see there are only trees, birds, it gives us very much peace. Nature provides man with lovely sights and sounds which pleases him and enables him to live a peaceful, stress-free life. For example, these days, as you can hear in the news, that because people, when there was lockdown, people were inside. So that time, news में भी हमने देखा था कि what happened कि जो animals थे, they were walking freely in the roads क्योंकि उनको कोई डर नहीं था किसी का, right? So even here we have to understand that we should not cut trees. We should not injure any animal. We should not harm them, because nature is a thing which gives a lot of peace to a person and it removes stress from his life. Man should live close to nature. Obviously, person should live close to the nature because it is very beneficial. The poet himself wants to escape to this peaceful and beautiful place and build his dream home there. मतलब उसको he wants to go to this peaceful and beautiful place and उसको अपना एक dream house बनाना है. That is, he doesn't want to lead a luxury life like many of us. If anybody asks us where do you want to live, obviously we're going to say that we want to go to Goa and we want to have a flat there near the beach, right? But here, as you can see, the poet, he's very down to earth and he wants to live close to the nature. That is the reason why he doesn't want any luxurious life. So this poem basically is telling about the nature, that we must be connected to the nature. What are the moral values that we get from this particular poem? We must appreciate nature as it has many benefits to offer us. Obviously, like I told, nature has many benefits to offer us. If we are not going to cut trees, we are going to get a lot of like wood. As you all know कि हमें tree से क्या मिलता है, wood, rubber and a lot of things, right? And also we get clean air. If we are going to cut the trees, we are not going to plant any trees, what will happen? The oxygen level is going to decrease and it is going to harm us. Second moral value is we must learn to be close to nature and enjoy its beauty. We should not harm anything that is related to the nature and we must enjoy its beauty. We must take time to be in places where we are able to find peace and quiet to make our lives less stressful and very meaningful. Obviously, like I told earlier before starting this poem, that what happens normally when we are fed up of busy life, we want to go to a place जहाँ हम अकेले रहना चाहते हैं and we want peace. We must be proud of the natural heritage and preserve nature. Yes, as Indians, we must be very much proud of what we have, the natural heritage, and we must also preserve our nature. Okay, the last thing, that is structure and style. So the poem is written in 3 stanzas and each stanza has 4 lines, which we have already discussed. The rhyme scheme in the poem is AB, AB, which we are going to see now. Instead of physically going to this place, the narrator is going there with his mind. So as we all know that in the end he clears that he is in the city and he is thinking to go there. मतलब वो उसके ये दिमाग में चल रहा है that I want to go to that place, I want to build the home there, I want to grow vegetables. The place is completely imagined in his head. That means उसने ये सिर्फ अपने दिमाग में imagine किया है कि मैं वहाँ जाऊँगा, मैं क्या करूँगा, कैसे चीज़ें रखूँगा. So see, the rhyme scheme in this poem is AB, AB. Let's go to the first stanza and let's find out whether this is the correct rhyme scheme or not. I hope students this poem is clear to you and it is very interesting poem. You, while reading this poem, you have to imagine yourself as a poet. Clear? आप जब भी ये पढ़ेंगे तो आप ऐसे इमेजिन करेंगे कि we are not talking about the poet, where you are talking about yourself. See, I will arise and go now and go to the Innisfree. Free be made glad. That means A, B, A, B. This is the rhyming scheme here. So students, I hope this poem is clear to you. Just go through this poem again and like I told, imagine yourself as a poet so that you can understand what the poet is going through and why does he want a peaceful life in Innisfree, that is a island, a lake.